Good morning, everyone. My name is Gunjan, and I am so very delighted to be speaking with you today. These past few weeks have been especially special for me, not just because I get to be here and talk to all of you, but also because exactly 4 weeks ago was my very first day of medical school. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations and condolences from the doctors and the audiences. I remember first day sitting in the classroom surrounded by 140 other brilliant students from across Canada, ready to learn about the intricate details of human anatomy and treatment and diagnosis, and eventually help treat the patient of their illness. But instead, our professor shows us a 19th century painting with the words, "Who are you? Where do you come from? Where are you going?" Before I became a Queen's Young Leader, I think my answers to these questions were fairly straightforward. I was a 20-year-old student who strongly believed in reducing inequalities by empowering marginalized groups in the community to be their own advocates for change. I was born and raised in Mumbai, India, and I moved to Vancouver, Canada when I was 15. Now, the wonderful thing about being brand new to a different city is that you begin questioning things that are otherwise taken for granted. So for me, it was really striking to see one of the most beautiful and wealthy cities in Canada so starkly contrasted with the downtown East Side community, which is one of the most concentrated districts of poverty, illness, and addiction in North America. Almost 90% of the people that live here live in unstable housing. 1 in 3 suffer from mental health issues. And women, children, LGBTQ people, as well as seniors, continue to be at disproportionately high risk of poverty and exploitation. Over the past 6 years, I've had the wonderful privilege of working with and capturing the stories on film of a small subset of nonprofits that are working to take all of these bleak statistics and have made it their mission to really change them for the better. I've heard a lot of stories over the past 6 years from the nonprofits I've worked with. Some of these stories were heartbreaking. Some were hopeful for the future. But every single story that I heard renewed my conviction that these powerful narratives needed to be shared with the rest of the world. And that conviction was the birthplace of the Digital Storytelling Project. Becoming a Queen's Young Leader has transformed the way that I think about my narrative. This award, to be very candid, was my first foray into thinking not just about my local community and the problems around me, but also how my actions at the local level can have a global impact. Being a part of an engaged group of change makers has been an absolutely humbling and awe-inspiring experience. The Queen's Young Leaders, as you saw from the video, are doing amazing work across the Commonwealth, from human rights in South Africa to inclusion and equality in Australia to creative arts in Tonga to climate change in the Seychelles. It has been absolutely transformational to realize that the work that I care about can actually intersect with so many other causes. And because of the collaborations that I've made with the Queen's Young Leaders, I'm now working with the Canadian Commonwealth Youth Council on a project called Common Story, which will connect over 2,000 young Canadians with young leaders around the world. Who are you? Where do you come from? And where do you want to go? I promise you that at the end of this summit, your answers to these questions are going to change. We are all going to be leaving the summit as One Young World ambassadors, which is actually going to change the way we define ourselves and hold us accountable to the communities we come from. We all have diverse experiences, but the new ideas that we have been exposed to and will be in the next 2 days are going to change the way that we reflect on the impact of the work that we've already done and the life experiences that we bring with us. But I think above all, we are meeting and we are going to meet other young people from around the world, which will shape and transform where we are about to go. The challenges that we are facing in the world today are increasingly complex and interrelated. But every single person in this room is already doing amazing work in the community and driving positive change. I want to take this opportunity to encourage you to have the wisdom to recognize that you can't do it all alone. Have the courage to go out there and share your individual stories, and have the conviction that if we work together, we can make this world a better place. Let's show the world what real intercultural understanding actually looks like. Let's show the world what real international collaboration can look like. And let's show the world that when we say that we belong to one young world, we really do mean that we are a united one young world. Thank you.